Okay, now we are at that other property on Blockhouse. We are currently parked in the parking lot of the Piney Grove Baptist Church, which is a very pretty church, but it is basically the entranceway into the property. This one, it is really hard to tell. So there's the street view, and it looks, I mean, again, I don't know where the property lines are, but once you get up to the road, here, let me walk up a little bit here. It is like a kind of a steep, not crazy steep, but kind of a steep drop down off the road into the front of the property area. It's a little hard to see kind of from here. If I zoom in a little bit. But you can kind of see that it like drops off a little bit there, and like that grass is pretty tall. So like it actually drops down a decent amount there. Like it's, yeah, so here's, you can see, so that's about how tall the grass is. And then you can kind of see then how far that drop off would be there. I mean, it's not crazy, you know, a little driveway would probably take care of it. But it does kind of continue to go down beyond those trees there. The other thing is the road that kind of goes up to get onto the property, from what we can tell, actually cuts through the church parking lot here. So here's kind of more of the front here. Back towards the road there. And then you come through the church parking lot. And then here is the road that I think is what goes up onto the property. We tried to drive up there a little bit. It's a pretty steep hill. Although we made it with no real problems getting up there. That was not an issue. But as soon as we got up to the top there were a bunch of no trespassing signs with 24-hour camera surveillance, you will be shot, etc., etc. So we weren't trying to go in there and not make it to the game. So, but that looks like that's the road that goes up into the property. Now, from here, again, it's kind of hard to tell, I think, on camera, but it looks like it might be okay back there for building something. Once all of this is cleared out, I mean, there's a lot to clear, but it doesn't look like it's quite as insanely steep as the other properties.
And also, it looked like at the top of this hill, where it looked like you get in, it looked like it actually flattened, like plateaued a little bit. So go up this road, we couldn't see past it, but it looked like it stopped for a little bit. So that could be an area to build as well.
Yeah.
It looked like there was more flat land if you cleared up there.
So yeah, without, you know, fully driving in through there, it's a little hard to see exactly how kind of steep or not it gets. But that's this one, the one right next to the Piney Grove Baptist Church. Oh, another thing that we've seen is that there's not a lot of traffic on this road, which is real nice. I think we've seen maybe 10 cars total in the whole time that we've been out here. And also, for what it's worth, this side of Blockhouse, so basically starting at the properties that we saw first and driving, I think this is east, driving east, definitely looks like the nicer side of Blockhouse for what that's worth. All right, so that's the other Blockhouse. We can go look at the ones in Knoxville now.